Let's see. P.O.V.
That next
Hmm.
one we're watching.
Apparently. Okay. Oh, crikey.
All right, Kevin. It's been a while since we have recorded an episode of this Batman the Animated
Amen.
Series, but I don't even remember. The Sewer King was the last Batman episode we
Yeah,
watched.
the underdwellers and the sewer king
You know,
and the poor kidnapped children,
bleep that
etc.
guy. Hate that guy. That's a real villain right there.
Yeah, he was pretty awful.
But yeah, I actually remember this episode fairly well. POV.
I don't. I
Mm.
don't know anything about this episode.
Well, I guess you'll just see it.
Yeah,
Chloe went through a phase where she was watching a bunch of Batman the Animated Series, and I was watching from behind, just over her shoulder. I was watching some of the episodes. I'm like, oh yeah, Batman.
I didn't even
It's
read
a
the description here, so
it's a Harvey Bullock, Detective Montoya, and a third character, and they're all recounting their experience with Batman.
huh, it's interesting.
It's a fun episode. I guess that's all I really have to say.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't even read the description of this, so I don't know anything about this episode right now.
Now we get to watch one of the best cartoon openings known to man.
Do 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 play. Ah, skip intro button. You're funny.
Yeah, idiot. Go away, skip intro.
Gone. Wipe it away. Such a sleek car. So
It's such a
sleek.
nice car. BTAS really started the whole red eyes of Gotham.
Yeah. Magical.
Oh, that's very plain.
Pav.
Pov.
Pav. Wee woos. Yes, yes.
How we doing
Excellent.
for time? Bullock's meeting us at 2300 hours. We'll be there with time to spare. Relax.
Montoya's drifting.
Gotham
Sorry.
Drift.
I've never worked a sting before.
It ought to be a hot one.
Ha
He's
ha
on
ha.
fire.
Where's Bullock?
We've got to find Bullock.
Bullock.
Yeah, she can't say Bullock. That's crazy. The
Why
Batman.
didn't you wait for us?
Uh,
Nyong.
why does that guy
Nyong.
look like a Bullock clone?
Wait,
Hmm.
more inside.
Wilkes, go after those two. I'll check out the warehouse.
The Buttman.
Doesn't Bullock like hate Batman?
Yeah.
When I'm done with
Interesting.
you clowns, you won't qualify as security guards.
Uh-oh.
The department works months to nail that drug lord. for the
Drug lord
state.
in a kid
And
show?
In 5 stinking minutes, you idiots blow it.
Hey, I didn't blow anything.
Well, one of you did, or maybe
Pause.
what we
Oh,
No, he
oh,
said he
pause
didn't blow
as in-
anything.
And yes, he didn't blow anything.
Hey, I'll tell you who's to blame. Batman.
You saw the Batman too?
I'm sure it wasn't Batman.
Either you start coming up with some answers or hand over your badges.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, Lieutenant, Batman blew the bust. Montoya and Wilkes were late, so I had to go in alone.
Bruh.
God.
Kevin, what did that mean? She said something in Spanish, I believe.
Oh, I don't know. Let me
You knew
go.
Spanish once.
Literally translated, I think it means that face. In slang, it's probably like liar is
I'm Googling it.
the vibe I get. I get the vibe of liar.
What a face.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What a
What
cheek.
a face, what a lie.
Mm.
What nerve basically.
Learning.
Huh. Well, there you go. I misheard her the first time. I thought she said why I oughta, and I was like, wow, that does fit the noir theme, but even that was a little why I oughta. Anyway, let's see these two keep fighting.
Aye.
All
Wolf.
right, Bullock, let's have it.
Ooh,
Like I said, I had to go in alone.
Hate this
POV.
guy.
Waiting for Wilkes and Montoya when I saw that blasted Batman enter the warehouse. I couldn't wait for backup any longer. I was
Likely
afraid
story.
he'd screw up the bust, so I followed him.
Upside down. That's an interesting thing. So this is Bullock's point of view.
Yes.
And the shadow of Batman is upside down because he probably literally thinks Batman, because bats are known for hanging upside down. Because we know that there's no time when his shadow should be upside down like that, but Bullock
That's the
doesn't.
point.
Bullock does not. He just thinks, oh, this guy's a weirdo who likes bats, so he's gonna act like one, so he must be hanging upside down. I just Anyway, on with the show. Ooh, shifty eyes. Ooh.
Got it.
That's a creepy shot.
He's a creepy man.
Boss was right. There must be a couple of mil in here.
That 90s million hits different.
I was gonna
I was
say.
closing in, and this loud noise tipped him.
Yep.
Must have been Batman.
Oh, Bullock.
What was that?
Hit him.
Beat him.
Beat him hard.
Oh, you got an axe and a crowbar.
Freeze,
You're gonna get
maggots.
Jason Todd.
They're all under arrest.
Dodge.
Get 'em.
Pikachu, dodge. Dang. And there's the fire.
I'm curious as to how much of this fight
It's real.
actually happened. Yeah, because I don't 100% not believe in Bullock because he is a cop.
I don't trust him. This is one of the few times where Bullock in Batman media isn't that bad. In that new Batman show, Caped Crusader, Bullock's
Yep.
just a straight-up villain. He's a straight-up dirty cop who lies and kills to keep his secret safe.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, spoiler, but Bullock straight up shoots the villain Firebug because he doesn't want him to tell the truth, and then he gets made a hero because of it. It's kind of crazy.
That's peak Gotham right there.
Pretty sure Bullock kills
In spite of the
Two-Face in
fire,
it too.
I had everything under control. And then
You're a
Batman
liar.
showed up and bungled everything.
I don't think Batman's bungling a thing. Oh, that grapple gun's so cool.
I kind of like that Batman. His colors seemed kind of muted
Yeah.
whenever he came to save him, but also yes, the grappling. I don't know. As I was saying, I am curious about how much of it actually happened because I believe Bullock hit the thing with the axe. He hit the power
Yeah.
box. So if he hit the power box with the axe, then he probably did at least fight them enough to get his hands on the axe, and then the people trapped him in there with the fire, and then Batman had to come save him. So I don't think he was throwing all the hands, but I think he
mean,
probably did a little something.
Yeah, there are some things that, you can hear him voice over, so we know what actually happened. But I feel like at least some of that was like, oh, this is what he thinks happened. Like, it tells us when he's lying, but this is still what he thinks happened. So,
What a punk. Saying that Montoya showed up late.
yeah, I mean,
Asshole.
Harvey Bullock, the man, the myth, the man.
Asshole.
So,
I'm ready to see someone else's point of view. I
ready
hate
for the
this
next
guy.
one.
We're back.
We're back.
So you went in because of Batman. Were you trying to beat him out of the collar or beat them to the cash?
Ease up, Lieutenant.
Ooh.
No, you back off, Commissioner. Gordon, this is
This is
my
the first thing he
investigation.
said.
Bullock, I demand to know the real reason you didn't wait for the rest of your team. Bullock!
Because I was
Give me a
hungry.
break. All right, let's hear from the rookie.
Like Officer Montoya said, we weren't
You know,
late.
just one quick aside. As
Yeah.
they're sitting here wasting time twiddling their thumbs, I guarantee you Batman's out there catching them as they are speaking.
Well, yeah, that's his job.
Yep. So just saying, they're wasting time. Batman's being Batman.
I guess
There we
two more things.
No.
I guess it's because he's a redhead, but I'm like, why am I feeling Jimmy Olsen from this child? He's not a child, but he's grown. But also, Jim Gordon, that was the first thing he said this episode.
I mean, he's just kind of there to supervise,
Yeah, he was told to shut up.
which I'm pretty sure commissioner is still higher than a lieutenant in the police force, but what do I know? But still, the fact, if that's true, that's even crazier that his subordinate just turned to him, shut up. And he's like, okay, fair enough. And he just was not having it today.
Well, I don't know how to spell lieutenant.
Yeah, just sound it out. That's not going to help.
Uniformed officer, detective, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, commander, deputy chief, assistant chief.
Chief, assistant chief, deputy, yeah, inspector, commander, colonel, lieutenant, major, oh boy, captain, lieutenant. So like Jim Gordon's like several people above him, and he just kind of took that. Crazy.
What? But here says a police commissioner is the head of a police department.
Yeah.
All right.
Either way, I think that was his subordinate who just told him to shut up.
Shut
and
up.
he just kind of took it. He's like, I don't have time for this. Anyway, let's see what Jimmy Olsen has to say.
When we arrived, Detective Bullock was down. Then the two suspects came out of the building, pursued him while Officer Montoya went into the warehouse. The suspects completely vanished.
Batman got him.
The getaway vehicle.
I mean, dude sees headlights coming out and he just stands there. Oh,
Then he came
kid.
flying out of nowhere. I'd heard of him, never seen him. The Batman threw out his hand and sparks flew from his fingertips. Then he pointed his fingers. Some kind of ray shot out at the van. Blew the door open.
In
One
his
of the
defense, it
suspects
is
staggered
dark.
out. The other one
Yeah.
must have escaped through the loading dock. The guy tried to bolt, and the Batman just pointed at him. Wham! He drops. It was unbelievable.
Pointed at him.
Batman says something to him. The guy looked plenty scared and blurted out, Doc, something.
We're interrogating the suspect now, but it doesn't look like he'll crack.
Well, I think the rookie's holding something back.
Take it easy. He told you everything he knows.
I hope you're as good at defending yourself, since a detective here is calling you a liar.
No,
There's obviously a communication problem here.
you're wrong, Jim.
But
Sorry.
my officers are not liars. Why don't you reserve judgment until you've heard what Officer Montoya has to say?
What a chin,
Like
what
I
a
said
mustache.
before, we got there on time. Bullock was down. He said there were still suspects inside, so I entered. Freeze!
Shoot
Police!
them. Cold blood. Do it. Uh-oh.
Heaven, don't perpetuate police brutality.
Use the
No
money
way.
as a weapon.
My pleasure.
Batman!
It's my
Batman
time
must
to
have gotten a
pay.
second wind after Detective Bullock dragged him out.
Bullock, there it is again.
Because he was in rare form.
Fire.
I was just
Flame.
about to cuff them when the whole place started to come down. Before I knew what
And
happened,
I let
Batman
them
pushed
die.
me out of the way.
You killed the Batman?
He was buried alive.
See, but I feel like he wasn't.
But don't feel too bad. One of you is going to burn too.
Oh.
What we've got here is 3 cops with 2 stories.
Telling you, they were late.
Bullock went in early.
So it's my word against theirs.
You're all suspended.
Without pay.
I'll take your badges and your weapons.
Oh, that's dangerous, Harvey. You too, Commissioner. Now she can become the Question.
Woo! Let's go!
That room's huge.
Gotham?
The end.
Dock.
It did not take you that long.
This Harbor, the dock.
I better tell. Oh wait, I'm suspended. Okay.
I really like every train sequence we've gotten in this show so far.
Mhm.
Like Batman saving the kids from on top of the train. I think that might be the only one I've seen, but
Wasn't there the one? We might be talking about the same one, but in the Christmas episode, whenever Joker blows up the tracks and they go and save.
oh no,
the train.
that's a separate episode.
Okay.
No, I just think they have just cool looking train shots.
Yeah, I mean, shoot you.
I don't like Harvey Bullock. He feels the most crooked.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I still have in my head the Harvey from Caped Crusader, who's a literal villain. Him and Detective Flash, they're both on. I don't remember if it's Maroney or Falcone's payroll, but yeah, they
a punk.
literally kill several people in the course of one season. And they're labeled Gotham's hero detectives and lead the anti-Batman task force.
That is how the cookie crumbles around those parts.
Darn.
One of my coworkers is obsessed with Furbies. They have a Furby dragon tattoo on their back. It's like a serpent dragon with the face of the Furby, and I'm like, that's cursed. I also own 2 Furbies.
That's crazy. In the year 2024 of our Lord, that is crazy.
Actually, do press pause. There's more to say about it.
The
They also
Furbies
have-
or Batman?
yes.
Okay.
The Furbies. They also have a sticker of a biblically correct angel, but it's a
Angel.
biblically correct Furby, and it's just it's ungodly.
Okay.
They have an
Yeah.
obsession with Furbies. Cool person, but they're into Furbies.
Yeah, that's
All right, carry on.
boom.
Boom.
Boats. Boats are also cool in Gotham.
Boats are cool. They have cool, distinct-looking vehicles.
Yes.
Because we've had a blimp scene, we've had boat scenes, we've had train scenes, we've had a car chase.
Yes.
Scurrying. Oh no, Batman. I feel like Batman did this on purpose.
Yeah, this under control.
He's doing this to test Montoya. She looks so shocked she actually picked the lock.
I wonder what the boss is gonna do with pointy ears up.
How about we skewer him, huh?
Nah, the boss
Yep.
figures he's worth more in one piece.
That shark repellent.
He's right up there.
It's Joker.
That's all I wanted to know.
Okay, we were right. Batman has this totally under control.
Wow, I'm surprised that Batman was on top of these D-ranked villains.
Nameless henchman. Go hench somewhere. They are just random henchmen. Why don't they go hench somewhere else? Again, he's testing Montoya here. There's no way. That's crazy how he just breaks the ropes with his hands.
I thought you were...
Not while there's unfinished business.
Heck yeah.
Oh, the belt was so smooth.
Not the monocle.
Riddler?
I think it's just some guy.
I do forget that sometimes they just do random guy villains. Throws a table. The dude's head went through the table.
He really waited for that guy to run at him to punch him in the face.
I know. Batman's a menace tonight. She just broke his arm easily. That was crazy. Yeah, Batman's not... He's just a menace tonight. Okay, that aiming has gotta be on purpose.
Come here, baby.
What did they just jump on? It was
go away.
It was scaffolding. Yeah, and he's gonna throw him down again, right? Oh, that would be funny. Ooh,
that's cool shot.
Cool Batman eyes. Oh, she's using her head. Now drop it on him, kill him. I still feel like Batman has this under control. Again, this feels like a test for Montoya. She's lucky she didn't hit any of them. There's no way she... Wow.
Someone lands and impales himself.
It is just a random guy. Dodge.
This guy must not know what this show is called.
Aw, I would have loved that because let him drive into the water. That's painful.
I like the zoom out.
The theme on... Oh, that's just murder. He just killed those two. The close-up of him driving like it's the Batmobile, the zoom out to a forklift. Great. Great A. Yeah, but I'm sorry, the Batman just killed those two people below the deck. They're just dead. They just drowned. That's awful. Wow.
No way that works.
He's scratching his head like, no way she just did that, huh? Picking up a guy in the claw.
You and the Batman really turned this thing around.
She's suspended.
This farce has gone far enough, Hackle. We've nailed the suspects and recovered our money. The investigation is closed. Officer Montoya earned this collar.
Okay, Harvey did not do anything. Harvey single-handedly caused all of the problems in this episode.
Is that
It's true. Every time I watch the show, I remember how good the music is. Just like consistently throughout this episode, I was like, that's a banger.
Amen.
Much more intricate than anything that would be created these days for a superhero cartoon.
You're right.
I like that Jim grabbed the guy with one hand, because usually they go like grab him by two hands.
Yeah.
He grabbed him by one hand and snatched it and pushed him away. I like that.
It's even crazier because that's technically he's his boss if our brief research did right. So like, imagine your boss just walked up to you, grabbed you by the shirt collar with one hand and tossed you to the east side. Like, you'd be like, I'm suing this place for all it's worth.
I know you guys are broke. I'm curious if they have some sort of flashback episode with Montoya and Bullock, because I want to know why she doesn't not like him, because I don't think there's anything redeemable in my eyes for him as a superior. Like, if Bullock was my superior, I would hate him.
Don't they end up as partners later in the series?
Yes.
Yeah. I still don't know. I like to think of it this way. That last kind of half was still from Montoya's point of view.
Yeah.
So, like, she was still seeing Batman fight how she thinks he fights. And he just looked, like, ruthless and brutal and kind of efficient. We'll call it efficient. But, like, you know, because earlier in the show, it's kind of been like, oh, you could tell Batman's kind of pulling punches a little bit.
Yeah.
But I guess in her eyes, it definitely wouldn't look like that.
I think the only point I've seen Batman so far where it didn't seem like he was pulling his punches is whenever he found out the clown was a robot. And then, like, actually... when he actually tried to, like, whack the thing's head off, but it wasn't budging.
I like the introduction of Montoya because I know she turns into a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she's really cool. I still don't know why she can't say Bullock, but...
Bullock.
Bullock. Detective Bullock.
Maybe it's purposeful. She does it on
that'd be
purpose,
funny.
just to piss him off.
That'd
I
be
think it'd be
funny.
hilarious.
But yeah, this episode didn't have a whole lot of Batman,
That's fair.
which is interesting. Also, secondary plug for the new Batman show by Bruce Timm, which feels like the spiritual successor to this show. The first season kind of feels like how this episode felt. You follow Montoya pretty closely, and it's just like everyone else watching Batman. And, I get how some people might not like that, but for an introductory season, I think
It's
it
pretty
works
good, yeah.
pretty well. For 10 episodes, that's all it was. It works pretty well.
Also, they're establishing. I haven't seen it, but I've seen like not that the characters are different. Well, I guess some of the characters are different,
They are.
and they are establishing the new characters. And no matter what we have, we know who Batman is. So
Hmm.
it's all right that we don't have as much Batman.
Main point. Great show. Watch it. 10 episodes, 20 minutes each. It's not going to take you that long to get through. It's on Amazon Prime, and a second season has been confirmed.
Kevin,
Yes.
if you could give this a rating out of 10, what would you give it?
The episode or
Episode.
the new series? This episode. This is a solid episode. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Fair enough.
It's very solid. It's not, in my mind at least, it's not one of the classics, but up it to an 8, actually. It was a pretty good episode.
Very generous.
So, yeah. I'll
I
save
think
the 9s and 10s for classics, but this is an 8.
I think I'd keep it like a 7 to 7.5. I
Mhm.
like the mythic value of Batman in this. We didn't spend a lot of time with Batman, and I think some of the best parts about this series is getting to spending the time with Batman, like in the episode with the fear toxin and
Mm.
just the elevator scene where the guy was like,
Mhm.
"If your dad was still alive, he'd be ashamed to see you," and then you just see Bruce go
Ashamed.
upset.
Ashamed. Ashamed.
But yeah, thank you very much, Kevin, for watching this, and
Yes.
we'll see these people the next time.
Yes, we shall.
Say bye, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.